Hello friends, welcome to Shakti Academy. Now we'll see original CSAT questions. We are seeing the Venn diagram. It's a third class. Now we'll take up the original questions and we'll see how to solve it in a very easy way. It is given in a group of 15 people. 7 can read French, 8 can read English, while 3 of them can read neither of these two languages. First we need to understand what is the meaning of neither. Neither means they will not speak. That is the meaning. They will not speak both the languages. That is English or French. Any one of the language also they will not speak. How many people are like that? 3 people are like that. 3 people are like that. So I'll put a circle. One circle represents people who speak French. The other circle represents people who speak English. And it is very clearly given 3 of them can read neither of these two languages. The meaning is they will not speak any of the two languages. That means totally how many people are there? 15 people. So 15 minus 3 will be 12. So in this circular part, circles, maximum is 12 people will come. And 3 people will not speak any of the language. Because 15 minus 3 will be 12. So that 12 will come in the circle because these 12 people will speak any one of the language or both the language. Now it is given very clearly. In a group 7 can read French. So here 7 can read French and 8 can read English. That means 8 can read English. You know very well, when I add French plus English totally, it becomes to 15. It becomes to 15. What is this difference? This difference is 3. This difference 3 is nothing but commonly people who speak both French and English. That means this 3 will come here. Commonly 3 people will speak both French as well as English. So now it is very clear. This 7 minus 3 will be 4. And this 8 minus 3 will be 5. What is the question? The number of people who can read exactly one language. That means they will speak only only French and only English. Only French how many people? 4 people. Only English how many people? 5 people. 4 plus 5? 9. So the answer is 9. That's it. Very simple. Next question. In a conference, out of a total of 100 participants, 70 are Indians. It's very clear. Totally there are 100 people, 100 participants, and out of that Indians are 70 and others are 30. That is the meaning, because it is clearly given 70 are Indians. If 60 of the total participants are vegetarian, 60 are vegetarian, then which of the following statements are correct? Out of the total 100, 60 people are vegetarian. Then which of the following statements can be possible? That is the question. At least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian. What is the meaning of 30, at least 30? Minimum 30 must be the vegetarian from Indian side. That is what they are asking. We need to check whether this statement is correct. It is clearly given 60 are vegetarian. Suppose if I assume all 30 from the outside or others are vegetarian, totally 60 vegetarian, and 30 from the other countries, then remaining will be 30 vegetarian. That 30 vegetarian must be from India only. So at least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian is a true one. It's a true statement because minimum will be 30 vegetarian from India. Suppose if I reduce the number of vegetarian in the other country, automatically number of vegetarian from India will increase. Due to that, minimum value of number of vegetarian from India is 30. That is correct. At least 30 Indian participants are vegetarian. That is correct. So the statement 1 is correct. So statement 1 is correct means what are the options will come? Second option cannot come and fourth option cannot come. Option A or C will be the answer option. Now we'll try with the second statement. At least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarian. See, it's very clear. 60 are vegetarian means automatically 40 people are non-vegetarian out of the 100. It is given at least 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarian. You know very well, suppose if I consider all the people from other country are non-vegetarian, that means maximum I can consider 30 people, because 30 from other countries available. So 30 are non-vegetarian. Maximum possibility for non-vegetarian is 40 only. That means the remaining 10 from the Indian side. So Indians are non-vegetarian. So minimum 10 Indians are non-vegetarian. That is a possibility. Suppose if I decrease the number of people from other countries are non-vegetarian, then automatically this non-vegetarian from India will be more than 10. So due to that reason, at least minimum 10 Indian participants are non-vegetarian. That we can say definitely. This is the conclusion we can say definitely. So statement 1 as well as 2 are correct. So I need to choose the option C, that is both 1 and 2 statements are correct. It's a very simple and easy question. It's a 2019 question. Next question. So here up to this are information and these are the questions. What I do is I will skip this question part so that I can draw the diagram. Here what I do is I will put it as a table so that I can answer all the questions in a very easy and comfortable way. In a survey regarding a proposed measure to be introduced, 2,878 persons took part, of which 1,652 were males. A survey is conducted. Whenever a survey is conducted, they will ask whether you need it or not, whether you will support it or not. That is the meaning of survey. So survey is conducted. On that survey, 2,878 people are participating in the survey totally, and it is given very clearly 1,652 are male candidates. So I'll put a table like this: male, female and total people. Similarly, people who support this survey, people who are against the survey, because normally when you take a survey they will support or they will against. 1,226 persons voted against the proposal, of which 796 were male. It is given, and also it is given 1,425 persons voted for the proposal, that is they are supporting the proposal. 196 female were undecided. It's here they are including one more term, undecided, that is the people who don't want to say their opinion. They are neutral. Otherwise we can call it as the neutral, because they are not supporting, also they are not against. So undecided people. Now I put a table, and with the help of table I can answer all the questions in a very easy and faster way. See what here I am writing is number of male, number of female and total people participated in the survey, and people who supports, people who are against and people who did not decide anything, that is undecided, and total people. Now I will just fill the table. In a survey regarding proposed measure to be introduced, 2,878 persons took part. That means I will write here 2,878 people who are taking part in the survey, of which 1,652 were male. So number of male candidates is 1,652. 1,652 are male candidates. Then 1,226 persons voted against the proposal. It's very clear, 1,226 persons voted against. Voted against means against the proposal. How many people are voted? 1,226. 1,226 people totally against the survey, against the proposal. So I will write the 1,226 here. 1,226 people who are against the survey, and out of that it is very clearly given 796 are male. 796 are male. So in the against total is 1226, and people who are against in the male category is 796. This is what they given. After that, 1425 person voted for the proposal. That means people who support. Totally how many people supported? 1425. 1425 people supported the proposal. So supported people, totally they how many are supported? 1425 people are supported. It is given 196 female are undecided. 196 female. So undecided and female. So this part. 196 female are undecided. That is what given here. So all the information are written, whatever is given in the question part. Now we need to fill it. We need to adjust and fill it. It's very simple only. See, it is by taking a difference, we'll get the number of total female. By taking the difference of this and this, we'll get the total female. So see, actually what are the questions are asked? How many female voted for the proposal? So question number 1 is how many people voted for the proposal? How many people supported the proposal? This is what the first question. Second question, how many male were undecided? How many male were undecided? How many male were undecided? This is what the second question. Third, how many female were not in favor of proposal? Were not in favor. Not in favor means they are against. They are against the proposal. How many female were not in favor means they are against. How many female are against the proposal? So this part. So we need to calculate these areas. This and this. When I calculate these part, I will be answered the question. Okay. Now it's very simple. When I take the difference of 796 and 1226, I'll get the answer part. Answer for this question. So you just imagine 796 you considered as 800. That means plus 400. Plus 4 will be added. Plus 4 will be added. So when I add plus 4 here, what do you get? It is 800. Similarly, add plus 4 here so that we will adjust the numbers. So 800, 1200 minus 800 will be 400. So along with this remaining 26, add 4. Add 4, that becomes 30. So this part is 430. So when you take the difference, you will get 430. So for one question we have answered. We have answered for one question. Now I need to answer for this and this question. Now when I take the difference, this two difference, I'll get the female, number of female, total female. So 2800, 1600. So 2800 and 1600, what is the difference? You will get 1200. This 78 and 52. 70 and 50 means 20, 8 and 2 means 6. So you'll get 1226. So we'll get 1226. That's what we are getting. And now when I subtract 2800, when I take 2800 from the 2800, when I subtract 1200 and 1400, it comes to 2600. So remaining is 200. And in this 78, when I subtract 26 and 25 will be 51. When I subtract in 78, when I subtract the 51, I'll get 27. So 200 is outside, so 227. Simply what I mean to say is 2878 minus 1226 minus 1425. When you subtract, you will get 227. That's it. So now we are almost done with the sum. It's understood. When I take the difference of 227 and 196, you will get this part answer. So it's very clear. You make it as 200. 196 you make it as 200. That means similarly you need to add here 4. When I add 4 here, 200. When I add 4 here, 231. So 200 and 231 difference will be 31. So this part answer, this part of the question I answered. Now this part is remaining. What I do is simply from 1226, when I subtract these two values, I'll get this part of answer. So it's very simple. You just make it like this. This is 430, you make it as 200. So when I make it as 200, I am adding extra 4, right? So this is 200 and this is 430, means you will get 630, correct? 630. So you just add 4 with this, you will get 1230. So 1230 minus 630 will be 600. So this part of the answer is 600. Otherwise you make it like this: from 1226 subtract 196 subtract 430, you will get 600. So I answered all the required parts. Now we will answer each and every question. How many female voted for the proposal? How many female supporting the proposal? 600. This part is 600 supporting. So answer is 600. How many male were undecided? People who not decided anything. How many male they are asking? So male category undecided is 31. Undecided is 31. How many female were not in favor of proposal? Not in favor of proposal means, what does it mean? They are against. They are against. They are against the proposal. How many female are against? Against the proposal, how many female? 430. That's it. 430 are against the proposal. So we answer the questions. We answer all the 3 questions. So when you put a table like this, your job will be very easy. We'll take up the next question. In a company, 60% of the employees are men. Of these, 40% are drawing more than rupees 50,000 per year. If 36% of the total employees of the company draws more than 50,000 per year, what is the percentage of women who are drawing less than 50,000 per year? You just put a small table like this so that you can answer in a very easy and smooth way. What I do is, there are male, there are female, and there are total people. Similarly, people who are getting more than 50,000 salary, people who are getting less than 50,000 salary, and total number of people. So simply put a table like this. This table gives you a perfect idea to answer the question in a very easy and faster way. See, in a company, 60% of the employees are men. 60% of the employees are men. Here they did not mention anything. That is, they did not talk about how many actual people. So here they are talking everything in terms of percentage. So what I do, I can simply take it as a I will simply take it everything as a out of 100, because they are talking in terms of percentage. So I will consider total number of workers in the company is 100. So 60% of the employees are men. 60% of the employees are men. That means totally 60 people are men. That means remaining will be 40. That remaining 40 is female. Of these, 40% are drawing more than 50,000 per year. That is what given. Of these 40% means, of these 40%, that means they are talking about this people. They are talking about this people. Among the 60 men, 40% are drawing more than 50,000 salary. So out of 60 people, 10% is 6. Then 40% means into 4 times. It will be equal to 24. That means among the men, 40% getting salary of more than 50,000. That is equal to 24 people, 24 men. If 36% of the total employees of the company draw more than 50,000 per year, it is given very clearly on the whole, on the company whole, more than 50,000 salary is given to 36%. That means out of 100 people, more than 50,000 salary is given to 36 people. Question: what is the percentage of women who are drawing less than 50,000 per year? Less than 50,000 per year. So question is based on this part. Question is based on this part. Sorry, this part. Not this. Question is based on this part. What percentage of the women are getting less than 50%, less than 50,000 salary? That is the question. This part they are asking. So now I have filled all the information. We can fill it as it is. Very simple. You know very well, totally 24% are male getting more than 50,000 salary, and total percentage is 36. That means what is the difference? 12. That 12 is female getting more than 50,000 salary. You know very well how many total female? 40. Out of the 12 are getting more than 50,000. That means the remaining will be less than 50,000. That means the remaining 40 and 12. What is the difference? 28. So 28 female are getting less than salary. But the question is in terms of percentage. They are asking in terms of percentage. So 28 female are getting salary less than 50,000. Out of total how many female? Out of total female 40. Out of total female 40. So they are asking in terms of percentage. So into 100. Into 100. You know very well, this 1010 will get cancelled, and this 4 and 28 will goes for 7 times. So 7 into 10 will be 70. So it's very clear, 70% of the female. 70% among the female. It is compared only among the female. 70% are getting salary less than 50,000 per year. So answer for the given question is 70. That's it. It's very simple to answer. So when you put a table, you will get clear picture what is given and what is asked, and you can very easily find out the answer. We'll move on to the next question. In a group of persons, 70 persons are the male, 30% of the persons are married. If 2/7 of the males are married, what fraction of the female is single? See, when you see the question, it is appearing a little bit confusing, but you don't have to bother about it. Simply put a table, you will get the answer in a very faster and easy way. What I do is, I'll put like this: write male, female and total. Similarly, write married, unmarried and total. That's it. If you put a table and first write the values as it is given, then find out the remaining values, so that you can answer in a very easy and simple way. Now it is given in a group of person, 70% of the persons are male. First of all, they are talking in terms of percentage, so I'll consider myself to answer the question in an easy way, considering all people totally is 100. 70% of the persons are male. That means out of 100, 70 people are male. That means remaining 30 are female. 30% of the person are married. Out of 100, 30 people are married. So married is, this is married. Married is totally 30 people. That means automatically unmarried is 70 people. Unmarried is 70. Totally out of 100, unmarried 70 and married is 30. If 2/7 of the male are married, total male is 70. Total male is 70. In that 2/7 are married. That means it is 10 times and it is 20. So 2/7 are married means 20 men are married. 20 men are married. What fraction of the female is single? What fraction of the female is single? That is female unmarried. They are talking about this part. Unmarried female. What fraction they are asking? So it's very simple. I need to find out this value. You know very well, this 2 total is 30. So 30 minus 20 is 10. You know very well, this 2 total is 30. That means 30 minus 10 is 20. So what is the question? What fraction of the female is single? How many female are not married? 20 female are not married. Out of how many total female? Out of 30 female divided by 30. So they are talking in terms of fraction. So 20 by 30. So 2 by 3. What is 2 by 3? Option D is the answer. That's it. Option D is the answer. So it's very simple to answer all these questions if you just put a small table and find out the answer. It's all come by practice. So you need just practice more questions so that it's very simple for you to answer any question in the original exam. And again, we are talking about everything from the original exam. So we are actually solving in a effortless way, and we are not stressing our mind. We are simply doing in what are the easy ways to find out the answer. That way only we are approaching Only thing is you need to practice. You need to practice. Just by seeing the video, I'm sure you will not get the full strength. By practicing at least 2 to 3 times, you have to practice on your own. At least these questions itself. Surely, I'm sure you will do wonders in your original exam. Thanks, friends. I'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.